Hello, everyone. Welcome to this pick a card reading where the vibe is lit. May I just say? um, as an introduction, this is a an energy check-in, an energy reading. Gender is irrelevant. I'm looking into the energy that is currently rising that has been stifled, suppressed, or um, controlled on planet Earth. And that is mostly the feminine energy, the true feminine energy that is connected to source, the pure energy within us all. Okay. So there's definitely going to be also masculines watching. I personally know that a lot of the masculines that I have encountered also have very strong divine feminine energy, very strong, powerful spiritual energy, which means that they have been going through similar ordeals as the feminine collective in slightly different ways. But we're talking about the energy that inhabits our vessels. Okay, the gender, again, it's irrelevant in this case. So what I'm looking into is how is your energy shifting into this main character era. There is a very, very powerful energetic empowerment that is going through with the collective, that is awakening out of the slumber, the slumbering matrix, or some sort of a cold, or some sort of a twin flame cycle, which is also a cold. Okay, these are energies that have been in a loop of illusions. Okay, they have been looping around in illusions and have now seen the light, have now seen through the darkness. They have now seen through the manipulation. They have now seen through the illusions. They have been stepping into their truth and stepping into their power. So, what is this energy alchemizing into? What is this experience alchemizing into? This is what I'm going to be looking at. And any advice for you to truly step into that in your most empowered self. I am so excited. I must first of all, at the bottom of the deck, this is always the overarching energy, and the energy is zero fucks given, which means that this is actually, I'm going to take a picture of it as well. I'm not going to keep it, but I'm going to take a picture of it as well. This is, which means that this is the energy for all three piles. Okay, for all three piles, there's an overarching energy of zero fucks given. Yeah. So the pile one, for pile one, we have the 1090 ratio, and for that I heard wealth. Okay, with this pile I heard wealth. The next pile, we had hope on the horizon, very beautiful healing energy, and the last pile, tell it like it is. Tell it like it is. So I will invite you to take a few minutes to tune into the energy of each pile. As usual, you can listen to all three and choose the message that most resonates with you at this time and claim it. As always, I'd love to hear from you. So let me know in the comments below how this message resonated. And if you feel called to work together, then all of the details will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you inside of the readings. Hello, Pile One. Welcome to your pick a card reading where we will tap into the energy of your main character, Era. The first thing that I heard very loud and clear is financial empowerment. Okay, so we are going to look into what that means. And also, we're going to look at any advice that your spiritual team has for you to help you. I'm hearing alchemize this past experience into power, into personal gain. Okay. I'm being slightly blocked from your message, which means that there have been a lot of external energies that were at play here. The energy is heavy. But we're going to get through the bottom of the message. Don't worry. There was another card that wanted to flip through, but I didn't keep it. It was called reassessment. I'm hearing that a lot of you are reassessing your whole entire social environment, but also you're reassessing the ways in which you have been earning money and really looking at the ways in which you have given your power away to other people. That is a little general, but we're going to narrow it down to something more specific for those of you listening. This is all energetic. This is all energy based, is what I'm hearing. You are going through a period of recharge. Okay, you are recharging from an experience that has been very energetically taxing. Energy vampires is what I'm hearing. People that were placed in your life as a way for you not to access your power. Those were could have been codependent relationships, could have been just people who created a lot of chaos and a lot of illusions in your life, and that were placed there to confuse you and prevent you from seeing your true innate power. More specifically, the power that you had over your ability to create value out into the world and as who you are, as yourself and with your gifts. There have been distortions around your value, period. It's coming through strongly, and this is a very strong pile. Again, masculine or feminine, you are truly meant to bring a lot of value out into the world. And as an exchange, you are definitely going to have a lot of financial gains out of it, but not as a main focus, right? Now, I feel like the people, again, I keep hearing external people. There are a lot of energies buzzing around you, pile one. A lot of energy, whether those were in the past or are still around you. I feel like you're slowly coming out of that confusion and really seeing the true colors of people. And for some, this could be one person, but for the majority of you, I'm seeing many people. Like I'm seeing a group of people around you. This is odd, and this is a little, this is a little like scary, and not in a way where like fear inducing, but in a way where you were blindfolded blindfolded to your own power, and those people around you, they saw your power and they were siphoning from you. They were using your gifts, using your energy, using your, I'm hearing sexual energy for some of you, um creative energy or intellectual energy, whatever your power is, or all three, whatever your power is, your main power that is going to actually help you create value out into the world, that is the exact thing that these people were after. So the empowerment comes from taking back your power from these external energies. I'm hearing clean slate, clear cut. Like, this is not the kind of energy where you can, sorta compromise or sorta um, negotiate your way out of this. It's like it has to be black and white. It has to be crystal clear for all parties involved. I'm sort of seeing, okay, with this 1090 ratio, I'm taking this message a little, like, slightly out of the context, but I feel like there's 10% of you that is currently still weighing the situation and being like, maybe it wasn't that bad, or maybe I actually need these people. Yeah, that those 10% need to go. This is where you're currently at. Is you're not fully out of it. You are drained. You are definitely seeing through it much more clearly and with more precision, but there's 10% of you that is still not fully out. And I'm going to use tarot to see how to ask, okay, yeah, to ask your spiritual team how to solve this. Like, we're going to ask for guidance on how to remove that 10% and how you can alchemize this. There's definitely an energy of you being an alchemist, definitely working with energy. And again, energy is everything, right? And because you've seen how energy works, because you've seen how energy stealers can affect your destiny, now you're much more careful. But again, the period that you're transitioning, there's a period of transition where you are recharging and regaining your energy. Okay, so let's see for the tarot part of the reading. Okay, wow, I'm shocked by the accuracy of these messages. Well, they're always kind of like that, but sometimes they're a little bit vague, and I have to go drive to find the actual meaning. But I mean, Two of Cups, the Lovers, Six of Coins, the Emperor, and the World. Okay, for the majority of you, not all, again, not all. For the majority of you, this has been a love partnership with the Lovers. For others, this has been a partnership or a collaboration or any association. I'm hearing this word very clearly, association, with a specific person, but it was a very close bond. With the Six of Coins, there was no equal give and take. So somebody was taking more and somebody was giving more. There was no equal give and take. Yes, okay. So the 10%, what is currently blocking you is your own empathy and your own compassion energy, which is beautiful. But in this case, it's getting in the way of your power and your freedom. The part of you that is still trying to see the good in people is keeping you away from your empowerment, from your own destiny, and the people that are meant to be in your destiny. And this is clarified by the Two of Cups with the Emperor and the World in reverse. The World in reverse, the world is the end of a cycle. It's in the reverse, which means that you are resisting this change because 10% of you is still attached to a disempowering situation, a situation that is only taking energy from you and not giving back. So the 10% of you is the one that is meant to learn how to receive. I feel like this is something that may be a struggle for you with the 6 of coins. Is you may be a giver, you may be someone who is definitely there for everyone else. With the alchemist, you must definitely have some healer vibes to you. You're a healer, you are an empath, you're highly sensitive, and you also have a lot of creative energy. A lot. There's just this energy screams value. Like and we even have the artist at the bottom of the deck. I feel like whatever it is that you're going to bring out into the world is massive, and we even have the world card. It's like you're not seeing your full potential. You are used to seeing everyone else's potential, but you're not seeing your full potential. And this era that you're coming into is the one where you are seeing your full potential, and you are becoming the emperor. Okay, you are becoming the emperor, you're becoming your own emperor with this 2 of cups over here. I truly feel like you are definitely going to start attracting situations that are reciprocal. This could be love, but not just love. I really feel like there's going to be a lot of people around you. Um, because I'm hearing that some of you may not necessarily be interested in love anymore at this point. Like you're truly enjoying your Emperor era, and you're also recharging, you're also healing. But this is definitely coming on the other side of this situation. Um, Again, the world, for me, the world is really like potential, like seeing your true potential and becoming so connected to that innate power within you that this is where you're going to pour all your energy into moving forward. Pile 2, there is just no question. This is, again, the way the energy came through for your pile is just crystal clear, which means that there are no more confusions, no more illusions. You're not seeing yourself in a distorted way. You're not perceiving yourself through the lenses of other people. That's what I'm hearing. You're not perceiving yourself through. Some of you, maybe, I don't know why, but some of you is called Carolyn. That just came through very strongly. Okay. Um, okay. I didn't mean to call you out, but I was just, yeah, I was just really drawn towards this name. Um, okay. Um, So in this next era of your life, you're definitely becoming the emperor. I mean, what are the chances in a main character energy to have the emperor, which is like double confirmation? Um, and this is really truly around your own potential and the value that you're bringing out into the world. This is what this new era is all about. Pile 1. This is what your main character era is all about. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I hope this message resonated, and I hope it brought you the clarity you needed. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with us today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one, Pile 1. Take care. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your main character era and the energy that you are embodying in that chapter, in that new chapter of your life. So, every once in a while, not always, but every once in a while, I get this very pure, sensual, feminine energy that is coming through in my readings. And every time I'm just so amazed by its beauty. Um, I feel like it's an energy that hides. It feels like a butterfly. I know we have the moth, but the butterfly card almost came through. It feels like it's an energy that is just very free. It cannot be caught. And it's also very mysterious. This is an energy that you embody, not all the time, but it's an energy you carry. It's an energy you have. It's an energy that you can channel. It's an energy that you can access, and not many people do. Um, a very mysterious energy, highly feminine, with hope on the horizon. And at the bottom of the deck, we had luck. I'm hearing your luck is changing. I'm not getting specifically what. I'm not getting much about your past, which could mean two things. One of the things is just I'm just not meant to tap into it because I mean you know your story better than anyone. And the second is because everyone else's story is different. So we're not going to look like too different to find a general thread. So we're going to look into the future more so than anything else. You could be working with Christ energy a lot with the light. I'm looking at the imagery, and the woman is carrying this beautiful bright light. Okay. In this new phase of your life, you're going to create a lot. Concealment, exactly. Okay. You are going to start revealing your gifts more and more. I'm seeing someone who paints or like a designer. But this is like very artistic, very creative. Pile. Very into arts. In your main character era, you are. Wow, I'm hearing you're going to shine. I mean, yeah. That is okay. The world is going to start seeing your light that has been concealed. And this is going to be through your creative gifts, through your gifts, whatever those are. Could be spiritual gifts, could be psychic, could be creative energy, as I said. It could be your expression, your some of you may be models, like into the fashion industry. There's something around beauty. There's something around your energy, your feminine energy, your feminine essence, your feminine energy that has been concealed. I'm hearing that it felt like you felt fragile because of your sensitivity. It's not recent though. So if you feel like you're still in that energy, this may not be your pile. I'm going to say it very I'm going to say it as I'm hearing it. This has been like in your past. You have worked through it, pile 2. You have definitely worked through it, and you have strengthened this energy, and you have realized just how much power it actually holds. So a lot of people may say that you're very mysterious. Even the fact that I wasn't able to read into your past says a lot. Um, um, well, I can, but I don't want to. It's like, okay, I'm gonna honor that. I'm gonna respect that. It feels like an energy that really demands a lot of respect, and not in a way where you're forcing it onto people. It's just through the way you carry yourself. And a lot of what I'm hearing, this is very strongly, what I'm hearing is that because of your mysterious energy, a lot of people project onto you. There's a lot of projections, there's a lot of illusions around who you are, who you truly are, your purity. And so people project onto you their own version of who they think you are, their own version of their own fantasy, right? Like they want you to be who they wish you were for them, but that's just not who you are. Um, this is a very specific message. This is very clear. It comes through very clearly. So your mysterious energy is actually going to be concealed. Um, because the world is meant to see your gift. It's meant to see your gift. And you're meant to be a light in the world. Again, I'm hearing the world is going to see your light. Okay, so I paused for the tarot section, and I must say the last card took an eternity to come out. We're gonna interpret that later on. The first thing that I want to say is that I'm just laughing because tarot is just so amazing with concealment and the moon in the reverse. The moon in the reverse is about mystery, is about something that we cannot see, right? In the reverse, it means that is going to be revealed. So that's just confirmation, right? That's just confirmation about you and your gifts. With the star card in the reverse and hope on the horizon, this is about your healing. I feel like you're in the process of healing. With it coming in the reverse, it means that there is an energy of apprehension about this message. Like I'm seeing some of you being like, um, not really wanting to be seen, not really wanting to, like being very protective of your light. Being very protective of your light. We have stars in both of these cards. Like I really feel like a lot of you listening are truly meant to shine in some way. But again, like this is not the usual interpretation of the star card. But what I'm seeing, like she's very protective of her. I think it's a lamb, but it's white and. Good lord. Okay, even the girl, she's dressed in white. There's something about you protecting your purity. Pile two. And I mean, for a good reason, right? You don't want the world to see it. The world feels just with this moon card as well. It feels like you don't want the darkness of the world to taint your beautiful energy with your beautiful, pure energy. It feels like the world is, the world doesn't deserve you. That's the kind of energy you're in. Um, but with this Knight of Swords, this couldn't be further from where you are at, which means that the Knight of Swords is just someone. It's very decisive. For me, the energy of the swords is just very decisive. Um, what is it? I'm just gonna ask your spiritual team. What is it that is going to have you shift into this energy of your main character? Is this you embodying this knight of swords, or is it something external, like an external event. Some of you, I'm seeing, this is interesting. This is not for all of you, but this is for some of you. This could be, this is actually the algorithm, like something that you're creating is going viral, period. This is for a couple of you. It's like I'm seeing someone who has been working behind the scenes and just putting their work out there, but in a way where it's like keeping it to yourself, and all of a sudden it just goes out into the open. It just goes, it becomes seen. And with your luck changing, piloted, you even need more confirmation. I mean, come on. Yeah, this is absolutely you being in the spotlight. Your main character era is you being you're in the spotlight, and not necessarily you, because with this concealment, I feel like what you're putting out there, what you're putting more so in the spotlight, is your art, your gifts, your art. So you could be hiding behind your art, or hiding behind, I don't know, tarot, or hiding behind, like you're not seen necessarily for some of you. For others of you, there's something about you being very protective, you personally, but learning how to allow your gifts to shine into the world. You're a very reserved person, pile two. But again, I feel like you're learning to distinguish between your gifts and you. You can keep this. I'm hearing, well, um, yeah, your spirit team says you don't have to, but you can. Okay. It's a very important distinction. You can keep yourself hidden. You don't have to, like, you shouldn't necessarily, but you can do it. Like, it's not going to prevent you from, it's not going to prevent your gifts from being seen. So, in some cases, we have this encouragement of, oh, you must put yourself out there, or you definitely have to be obnoxiously in everyone's face. I feel like for you, that's not going to be the case. This is not necessarily going to be the case. For some, it may be, it's part of their path, right? They may have a lot of Leo energy in their chart. They may have a lot of fire energy, or that's part of their path. But I feel like your path is not necessarily to have your personality shine. This is more about something that you do, or something that you create, and being behind the scenes. And again, not in a way where you hide from your potential. God, this is such a beautiful energy. Not in a way where you hide from your potential, but in a way where your path of mastery, your soul's path of mastery in this lifetime, doesn't necessarily require you to do so. I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is very important for you to understand, is that with the star in the reverse is like, well, I don't want to be seen, but you're not necessarily meant to, okay? What the moon card is, okay, you can keep yourself hidden, but allow your gifts to shine. So this is your main character era, pile two. Gorgeous energy. Let me know if this message resonated. I hope it brought you some clarity that you may need at this time. I'm so grateful for you being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one, pile two. Take care. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. We are going to look into the energy of your main character era and the chapter that is going to elevate this main character energy for you. Well, that is exactly the energy that I was tapping into when I was drawing the cards for the intro. The general overview of this reading, which is, I mean, the advocate. Yeah, I swear I don't pick the cards. I'm not allowed, obviously, but I'm always amazed by how just sharp and clear the energies are coming through. Tell it like it. Tell it like it is. Pile 3, you are stepping into an energy of speaking your truth. You are advocating for those who may not feel like they have the power to speak for themselves. And with the Rose card in the reverse, we also had another card that was very grounding related. This is about survival. This is about your sense of belonging. This is about these are true. And with the rose that is really, really red, this is root chakra related. This is your sense of security. This is your safety. This is really advocating for for causes that are very deep, very, very deep. And I'm hearing that most people don't have the courage to speak about. In this new chapter, you're asking for help sharing burdens. This is interesting because, okay, some of you have been in an energy of half-assing your purpose. You thought your purpose or your mission was about helping a specific demographic or slightly you thought it was smaller than what it actually is because you haven't tapped into your patterns. This is ancestral. This feels like something very early on, again, with the roots. I feel like this is something that has triggered you very early on in life, that has messed with your sense of belonging and security, that has tried to overpower you. And it could be a variety of things, right? It could have been any sort of abuse, could have been in your family, could have been at school, could have been in society overall. You could be, you could have been a target for sexist comments, but it feels quite deep. It feels like in this era you are, this is interesting, this is like taking revenge for your inner child who couldn't speak. And as you do that, you are empowering others as well who have been, I feel like I'm gonna cry, okay, who have been in similar situations. This is like teal swan kind of energy, okay? And if you were wondering, if your voice is meant to be heard, yes, I feel like you're definitely meant to have a large platform. However that may be, right? It could be through speech. Some of you could definitely be public speakers. But it doesn't have to. I feel like advocating, it can be through any type of means, right? You could be opening a charity, you could be, but you have to use your voice. That's what I'm hearing. It's like transmuting that energy from your past into something that empowers other people. With asking for help and sharing your burdens, I feel like You didn't want to do that in the past because you didn't want to look like a victim. You wanted to look empowered. You wanted to look like you are quote unquote over that situation. But I feel like you were doing it in a way where you were avoiding healing. And the way we heal injustice, this is very important, pile 3. I really want you to hear this message. The way we heal injustice, sometimes when injustice is very deeply rooted, going to a therapist is not going to help. Yes, it is going to help, but for a full recovery, for a well-rounded healing, for a full circle kind of healing, we also need to use that anger, to use that energy that comes from these injustices that we see into the world, because I feel like these are huge causes. For some of it could be animals, like animal cruelty. So the way we alchemize our energies through taking action. Root chakra is about taking action. It's not just about passively healing and then sitting in a corner. Sometimes we cannot heal these injustices if it's not through purpose, if it's not through helping others. And the way that you help yourself heal is by helping others. I always say this: if you want to heal other people. If you want to become wealthy, then help other people become wealthy. If you want to have more joy in your life, bring more joy out into the world. Whatever it is that you are seeking more of, it's not about you. Because if something is bigger than you, then it means it must be shared with others. And I feel like sharing burdens, this is truly about you sharing those burdens, not in a way where you're presenting yourself as a victim, but in a way where it helps other people identify with the struggles that you have been through. Yeah, okay. So I was pausing for the tarot section, and one thing, okay, as a recap, your main character energy is one where you are more vulnerable, but not in a disempowered way. You're definitely making the distinction between being disempowered, not being in your power, and being vulnerable, which means that this vulnerability is actually going to turn into your superpower, because in the past you may have presented yourself as a shell. You were, okay, I have the sun card in the reverse. With you were projecting an image of you that was based on ego, okay, that was based on protection. You wanted to protect yourself, but that wasn't how you were going to share your message in a powerful way. We have super powerful tarot energies. I mean, you definitely were against the devil. This is I have goosebumps. This is a very powerful pile. It's just very powerful pile. A lot of spiritual power. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. You had a lot of spiritual power, but you felt like you didn't have earth power, ground power, root chakra power. And so whoever tried to dim your light, your spiritual light, saw that and tried to use it against you. So you're in the process of balancing both your high priestess energy and more of the masculine aspect of your power. You knew you had a lot of spiritual power. You knew you had a lot of things to bring into the world, but you were afraid. Okay, with the root chakra is about fears. You were afraid to speak up. You were afraid to speak your truth. The chariot here represents, for me, it's balance. For me, it's really coming into balance. And when you do that, things are actually going to move I'm hearing your path is going to open with the Two of Wands. This is so clear. With the Two of Wands, I feel like your path was blocked from you, like you could not see ahead. Two of Wands is about looking at the horizon and seeing where we're going, planning for the future, etc. Um, I feel like because you were afraid, I feel like there's a part of your subconscious that was blocking you from seeing clearly what you were here to do because it felt you were scared, right? And if our nervous system doesn't feel safe, then we cannot access certain truths about ourselves and what we're here to do. So you had to face that fear. You had to face that fear by speaking your truth. And once you started doing so, I really feel like your path is going to become much more clear. And I'm hearing you're going to become unstoppable with the Chariot. Like warrior energy. This is so sweet. Okay. I feel I feel like some of you are we're in the energy of, oh, I'm tired of being powerful. I don't want to be powerful. I just want to be safe, or I just want to be loved, or I just want to have um I just want a soft life, like this high priestess over here, like hiding from the world. But I feel like the energy that you're stepping into right now is one one where you're actually having so much fun, being in your power, and not in a way where it's like it's like it stifles your feminine energy, but in a way where it's like I'm seeing you like going the extra mile and being like playing with it, just be very like defeating the devil, but very like could be through humor. Some of you may become comedians, like stand-up comedy, like something like that, but like New Earth style. This is not for everyone, obviously, just maybe for one of you. But for others of you, I feel like you're definitely stepping into like teal swan kind of energy, like influence and power, and this is your main character energy. Sorry, this is your main character era for sure, and the energy that you're stepping into. But you had to share your full story with the world. You had to share your full story with the world. Yeah, this is definitely a pile that I could resonate with, but I definitely see through. I'm really seeing you in an energy of taking revenge for your inner child, and this is how your healing is going to come full circle, 100%. This is how your destiny is going to open as well. Your path is going to open as well. But you must first step into this energy where you become more vulnerable, where you start speaking your truth. Because the only way we defeat the devil, whatever it is that was that was trying to overpower you, the way to neutralize that energy is to embody that same level of power, period. So you had to build that root chakra energy of a warrior to defeat the devil, not confront, not directly, because this is not a direct battle that we do. Spiritual battle is not about confronting. This is not a ego battle. This is light and dark. And the way we defeat the devil is through shining our light even brighter. We do not engage in petty nonsense. We're here for, we know why we're here for. We're not here to create more chaos and confusion by engaging in back and forth debates. We're here to help those in need and to advocate for the injustices in the world. And that's what you are about to do in your main character era, pile 3. I hope this message brought you some clarity, and I hope to see you soon in a next reading, pile 3. Take care.